Hey guys, it's Brook Hoover, and I had a good question about from a fellow that said he learned the minor, the A minor scale in several positions, but he wants to know how to make it work with jam tracks. I've got a couple ideas. We'll see if this helps. Excuse me. Um, First thing, I would focus on the root of the chord that you're playing over. So, for instance, let's just say it stays on A minor. You can do phrases that sound something like, and just land on that root is the easiest thing. So that's a chord tone. The root is a chord tone. Another chord tone would be the E. I'm going to do a similar phrase. That's an E right there. That's the fifth of an A minor scale. That's going to sound pretty good. Next, you can land on a C, which is the flatted third of an A minor scale. Let's see if I can make that work. All those will work over an A minor chord. So again, you're going to target A, E, and C notes. You could land, and of course those notes are all over the neck, so that was an E at the ninth fret, only I was bending it from the 7th fret. There's the A. There's a C. Now, when you bend, just find a note underneath your target note and bend up to it. So if you're thinking you want to hit that C, play a B and bend up a half step. So it'd be like a... and maybe let it down to A. Don't forget your low E, that's part of the chord too. There's an E. There's an A. There's an E. Now I'm going to hit something that's not a chord tone. It's a D. And I'll hit another A. String went flat because I bent it. So you don't always have to hit a chord tone, but they do land right. They land good. They resolve to the chord. But if the chords change, then you have to do the same thing with the other chords. Let's say your jam track goes A minor to a D minor. So when the D minor is happening, you're going to want to hit D's, F's, and A's. The thing about A is that it's also found in the A chord, so they share, they overlap. So let's say your jam track goes like a... That was A minor to D. I could go... 1, 2, 3, 4. D. A. Then a D. A. F is part of a D chord. So you just got to hunt down those notes of your D minor chord. Let's say it swings around to an E7. That'd be like a when it gets to the E7, you're going to have E, G sharp, B, and D. All right. Which will lead us back to our A. The G sharp to A is really cool. So that note is not in the scale. So that's why scales can be a little bit, deceptive. I mean, they're good to work on your scales, but they're not always the final answer. Something more, a good path is to target or work on arpeggios. So let's again say your chord progression's A minor, D minor, E7. Practice something like this. Oops. Every one of those notes, except for my obvious error, are going to land right on the a chord tone. So what I played there on A minor, again, I'm going to review. It's A, C, E. The D minor was D, F, A. And the E7 was E, G sharp, B, and D. So let me do that again. A minor. The D minor. The E7. And the A minor. So you can hear the chords in the notes I played, because they are the chords. That really works, and it doesn't matter what the chord progression is. If you know the notes of the chord and play them, they're going to sound like they match. That might help us find the answer to the question, which I love the question. Another thing, you can blaze on the scale for a while, and it's going to be cool. But if the chords change, you're still on A minor, some of those notes are going to clash with the chord. So like on a D minor chord, and you're playing an E note you're playing an A minor scale over a D minor chord, you're going to have E notes and what do we got here? B's and E's are going to not really sound that good on that chord. C's are going to kind of be close. A D is okay. E is not. F is okay. G is not going to work on that D minor chord. A is going to work on the E7 chord. The A is not going to work. The B is going to work. The C is not going to work. The D is going to work. The E will work. The G will not work very well. They'll kind of sound a little bit out of place. So this might be what you're talking about. One other topic relating to the question is phrasing. You don't want to just execute a scale like a robot. You want to make it kind of, I like space of like, and then wait to a right place to come in, and wait a little bit maybe, and wait for the right place to come in with the next part of your phrase. Just some ideas. Main thing I would do is work on arpeggios. Really put some time in. That's going to pay off. That'll give you your chord tones. You'll know what the chord tones are if you work on arpeggios, I think. That's what I do. I'm not super fast, but at least I can pick notes that fit. So it makes up for my lack of sheer blazing, blinding, wonderful speed. I can play fast going up one string like Okay, I gotta get ready for my gig, man. So I can't be dinking around making videos all day. It'd be more fun. No, gigging is fun. It's a little bit of work, so it's time to saddle up and ride.